graph and absolute value functions. You'll see it is a V-shaped graph. And the first question here, so we have the absolute value of x graphed here on the board, and it says where is the vertex located? The vertex is where it changes directions, and on this graph it is located right at 0, 0. So that's like our starting place, and we're going to find the vertex using those transformations that we've used 50 times this year. We're going to go up, down, left, right, all those shifts. If you look at the next question, how would you describe finding the next points from that vertex? So like once you find that point, how do you find the next points? Well, if you look, this point here is up 1 over 1, and this point over here is up 1, left 1. So we went from that vertex, we just went up 1 and then out 1 in both directions. Now again, that will change, but that's like our slope-ish number. So that number is going to come from out in front of the absolute value signs. We call it A. It was like a stretch or compression before. But again, like we have the horizontal transformation, that's grouped in with the x in the absolute value. So that's going to shift it left and right. And then the plus or minus some number at the end, that's our vertical shift up and down. We're going to always find our vertex first, and then we'll just go up 1 over 1, unless there's a different slope, which we'll have. We'll get there. So here we have the absolute value of x, and then that minus 6 is at the back end. It's not attached by multiplication, so that would be our vertical shift. This is going to go down 6. So we're going to take our vertex that is usually right at the origin, 0, 0, and we're just going to drop it down 6. There's our vertex. And then we're just going to go up 1, out 1 in both directions. If you're using a ruler, you could just draw it through those points, or you can keep going up 1 over 1 in both directions. Whee! Yay! There it is. All right, 1 down. Number 2 has the x minus 3 grouped in the absolute value symbols with it, so that would be your horizontal shift. This is going to shift it right 3. So there's our new vertex, right at 3, 0. And then from that dot, you just go up 1 over 1 in both directions. And you can keep that going. Very fun. Oh my gosh. And number 3, we don't have an up, down, left, or right shift, so we're going to be right at 0, 0. The only change on this one is the negative out in front. That's going to reflect it upside down. So instead of going up 1 over 1 in both directions, because it's negative in front, we're going to go down 1 and over 1 in both directions. Delightful. Now we're going to start throwing in multiple transformations. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. That plus 4 is grouped in with it, so that would be left 4. The minus 2 at the back would be down 2. So this is how we're going to find our vertex. It's left 4, down 2. And if they asked you for that coordinate, that would be at the point negative 4, 2. But from there, our slope-ish thing in front is a 1, pretty common, so you just go up 1 over 1 in both directions. Cool. All right, number 5, I see the negative in front, so it's going to be upside down. And that plus 7 at the back, that's that vertical shift, so it's going to just go up 7. And then it's reflected, so we're going to go down 1, out 1 in both directions. And number 6, we have the minus 5 grouped in with it, so that would be right 5. We have the plus 2 at the end, which would be up 2. So right 5, up 2. There's our vertex. The slopish thing is 1, so we'd go up 1 over 1 in both directions. Nice. All right, now we're throwing in 3 or 4 transformations now on the back side of these notes. Oh! Now we're throwing in a slopish thing. Before it was just like an invisible 1. Now we have all kinds of stuff. So here we have the +1. It's shifting it left 1. We're not going up or down at all, so our vertex is going to be right there at -1, 0. Now usually from here we would go up 1 over 1 in both directions. Here we have this 2/3 in front. Now if you just had a slope of 2/3, from that point you would go up 2, right 3. But remember, we're forming a V, an absolute value V, so we're going to go up 2 and out 3 in both directions. And you could keep doing that slope. Up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 3. That's it. That was the big trickery there. All right, next one. I see this +8 at the back. That's going to be up 8. There's no left or right shift, so we'll just go there first. Now here we have a -2 in front. Again, if we're thinking of a slope of -2, you would go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. The only difference here, again, is we're forming a V. So we're going to do that in both directions. We're going to go down 2, also left 1. Down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. Nice. All right, here we go. At the back, I see a -5, so that's going to shift it down 5. We don't have a left or right shift. So there's our vertex at 0, -5. If our slopish thing is 5 over 2, from that dot we would go up 5, out 2 in both directions. Now we can keep going out, up 5 over 2, up 5 over 2, up 5 over 2. Yay! All right, 6 more. Here we go. Oh no. Oh my gosh. A -3 is like the slope. This +1, that's our horizontal shift. We'll go left 1. The +9 at the back is up 9. Let's go there first. Left 1, up 9. There's our vertex. And then if our slopish thing is -3, we're going to go down 3 over 1. We just have to do it in both directions. Down 3 over 1. Cool. All right, here we go. -2. That's right 2. -6. That's down 6. Let's go there first. Right 2, down 6. And then our slopish thing is 1/5. That's up 1 over 5 in both directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go another 1 over 5 here. Wow. Okay. All right, here we go. Number 12. X minus 5, right 5. -8 at the back, down 8. Go there first. Right 5, down 8. Our slope is 4, slopish thing. So it's up 4 over 1 in both directions. You could do that several times if you would like. There it is. Now we're throwing everything. Look at these last 3. 13 and 14. Oh my gosh. Come on. -3 grouped in with it. That's going to be right 3. The -1 not grouped with it. That's down 1. Right 3, down 1. There's our vertex. Now our slopish item is -3 over 4. So from that dot, we're going to go down 3, and we're going to go over 4 in both directions. 4, So it might look something like that. All kinds of 2's here. The plus 2 in with the x would shift it left 2. The minus 2 at the back would shift it down 2. Left 2, down 2, there's our vertex. The 2 in front is like our slope, so we're going to go up 2 over 1 in both directions. And this is it. Oh my goodness, don't get too scared. Plus 4, which way you thinking? Left 4, I know you said it at home. Plus 5 at the back, oh my gosh, I hear you. You're screaming right now. Up 5. Left 4, up 5. Woo! And then our slopish thing is negative 1 over 6. That's down 1 over 6 in both directions. That was fun. Almost too much fun.